Hello. I'm sure no one's here yet. I didn't even announce that I'd be streaming again. But here's some music. I'll copy it. I will copy it to chat. I'm not sure. The Streamlabs chatbot goes to both chats. But yeah, we're actually going to follow up on that. Can't you, like, make a grass that grows only in up or downhill? Make a seaweeds/dirt path. Grass types for sand. That's different. I'm going to do the grass thing first. Oh, well. Getting ahead of myself. I was actually literally just about to make sure I did the sand dirt thing on both landscapes. I've been watching this amazing interview with the founder of Daggerfall. That makes sense. You should definitely watch this too. I'll try putting this into the other one. Hey, WR. Just got back from the fair. Renaissance Fair? Street Fair? So that interview, 3 hours long, but really, really insightful about the creation of the first two Elder Scrolls games. He's the real creator, and like how it varies from what Todd Howard does, and like sort of that kind of stuff. And there's a lot of general topic stuff in there too. That was really good. Alright, so I want to copy this. Sand and dirt, basically, just to replace that. There we go. WR, I figure you'd like this music. Cool, just again, make sure we got Surfing Horse, yeah? Yeah, we got Surfing Horse. Make sure we got Surfing Horse. Okay, let me double check. I just changed the way the horse... I did some fixes before I went live again. I should say that I went live now. Streaming... Where is it? Oh, I'm in it. That's not what I want to paste. Yes. Is there by any chance a web dev that could help me? Wrong channel. Alright, let's see. So I changed the horse a bit. It slides a bit. Comes to a slower stop. But he does kind of glide at the very end. His feet still move. Does some wacky stuff if you let go of the right mouse button and click the right mouse button. Makes it kind of switch around a bit. Good. Okay, so, but he also can surf. I'll go to one of my unestablished. There we go. No, he doesn't surf. The horse is currently unable to surf. I think I took it off of him for performance for now. We have to put it back on. Because none... Yeah. Hold on. A horsey buoyancy component. It's a very valid point. Make sure the horse can surf. So what's new? I've done some changes. Did you see the forests? First of all, Well, I guess not. If you were here this morning, nothing's that new. I did change a couple things since this morning. Stacking items now either size correctly in containers. The horse movement, horse first-person camera snapping stopped happened. The collision thing we fixed with the horse. I mean, not the horse, the tree. I saw yeah, of course, instead made me say horse, like a horse, of course. It's an interesting name. I'm too warm. What am I looking at here? It has the component. Okay. So what broke about it? I think normally you don't dive into the ocean from the sky as a horse, but it should have still worked. Yeah, I've been pretty busy. Yeah, this one's close. This is like low water, so I can mount up here. There you go, it's surfing. Surfing horse. You happy? Normally it works, I don't know what. I have to try going into the ocean with it, but... Where's the nearest ocean? Over here. I want to see if it works properly. Here's some water. There we go. Very happy. Hey. I'm glad to be a crowd pleaser here. This is very far. This is a placeholder landscape, but here you go. We got surfing down the landscape too. Surf, horse, surf. Faster. And a jump. Oh, I can't jump. Okay. And floating? Yes, floating. Alright, there we go. It works correctly. I don't know why it wasn't working when we fell into the ocean. Perhaps it fell so far down that it broke or something. Like maybe it hit such fast. Let's do that again because that was very cool. We'll do that with more dramatic. Also, we can dive. Horse is gonna hit the water like it just jumped off the Empire State Building. Well, no, he slid into there nice and gracefully. You have to climb up this hill. There we go. I wonder if I can mount up while sliding down. There we go, that worked. Slide! Whee! Hooray! Dismount. I have to fix the fact that it doesn't start swimming until you press crouch. Gotta go, stop by to say hello and see what's new. You're at your friend's house, it's his birthday. Cool, happy birthday, friend. Shout out, WR's friend. I'm just unable to mount out here. Alright, so that was fun. Seaweed dirt stuff. Yeah. So it's these grass only layers with dirt layers. Yeah, they're called grass only here. Foothills grass only. It'll be the first one we mess with. So what I've done here, these are for the slopey hills, and what I've done is I've used this grass, but really it should be the opposite. It should be everything but the grass. So let's actually open up this. It should have the rocks and everything. Can I expand all? Yes. Okay. Not the flowers. Yeah, no flowers. Bush. Would that grow on the side of a hill? Like sideways like? I feel like bushes maybe? Like, you know, bushes kind of grow in rocks like that, like a rooty kind of bush like that. Like I could see that being on a hill, maybe. I'm hesitant about it. Not the log debris thing. The rocks. So yeah, we should put the rocks and the bush instead. So bush A model. Gotta go, but it's cool seeing the game for the first time in like 6 to 12 months, so yeah. Dude, has this been your username the whole time? I feel like my memory actually is sketchier than I thought. Good luck, thank you, yourself. I'm too warm. I'll try to remember your name this time, because that's I feel like I'd recognize that name. I'm too warm. Or you've just never said anything before. Tell me before you go. I'm just kidding. Nope. I guess you haven't. Alright, cool. Well, nice to meet you. That's not Buttercup. Those graphics take a minute to catch up. Thumbnails, I mean. Okay, so I can do copy there. And then here I can just add an element and paste. What? Oh, I copied the wrong one. It was something like wood R. Also. Very cool surfing horse. Yes, it is. I mean, horses can tread water. You know, that's what they do. They can ford a river. Tally ho. I'm thinking of having a swimming skill. If you can't swim, you drown. That'd be very unfortunate. But maybe to affect the speed. Because certain races have a faster speed already. So maybe it'll be adjusted even further by that. And a climbing skill to adjust maybe how fast you climb. I don't know. Maybe how high of an angle you can climb. Yes. Stuff like that. Alright, putting rocks on the hills. I'm not sure if it makes sense actually anymore. I'm a little unsure now if boulders on hills make sense. But I guess so. It's like cliffs. Rocks. Cliffs, rocks. Makes sense. Oh wait, actually last time I was here I did ask about surfing horse. Perhaps you gave me the inspiration for it if it was 6 to 12 months ago? I don't know. I feel like the horse has been in for a long time. The surfing horse, I should say. I put it in pretty much as soon as I put in water. I was like, we're adding it to the horse. We got horse, we got water. We're going to make horse and water. There were like no trees on the island. Yeah. And now... Gotta work on some of the shadows in the distance, but sorry, too fast. Yeah, I freaking love it. And this is just random landscape. Like, again, I'll make better actual terrain. Sorry, this is just so fun. This is new. Because before I thought I couldn't scale the trees, because when I spawn a falling tree, it would have to match, but then I was like, why don't I just get the scale of the tree and then set the scale of the falling tree? And like, lo and behold, it worked. Who would have thunked? Right? Alright, so now we're gonna have some, do I have to like rebuild it somehow? Grass only. Plains. Save? I have to rebuild the grass somehow. I forget what the best way is. I guess I could just clear it and then set it again. Set it and forget it. Sorry, I had to. And then yeah, applying it should cause some stuff to happen. No? Yes. Shaders should have grass. Holding grass, seagrasses. Gotta go over there. I don't know, are these far enough apart? I feel like I might need to... Like, I like being able to see it, like, in the horizon. If it's too far away, it's just like, I don't know, it'd take too long to get there and stuff. But I like the idea of there being a massive ocean. Grass maps, there we go. That's what we wanted. Yes, grass maps. Oh my god, I've never been so excited about grass maps before. Wow, now there's hella trees. Indeed. And they're gigantor, and small, and medium. And visible from a long distance because of the wonderful octahedral imposters thing. Shader Brooks is... Shader Brooks? Shader Bits. Ryan Brooks. Shader Brooks. It's kind of dark in here because it's not actual gameplay. But what are we looking for? The hills of the grass should have some... There. It's kind of dark now all of a sudden. What? Okay. We'll go over here. Should have no grass or it gets vertical. There's the bush. Lots of bushes. Too many bushes. Is there that many bushes in the grass? Oh no, I've just replaced the grass with bush. Okay, so where are the rocks and stuff? Here's rocks and stuff. There's some grass. I feel like there should be more rocks more frequently on the hills. So they're kind of like easier to find on the hills, but it's hard to get to hills, of course. Right, let's increase the frequency of them on here, the rocks, and decrease a lot this one. Let's make that like 2 instead of 200, and make these like 1. They're 0.0005 each. Let's see how this goes. It might be too many rocks because there's a few types there. Now I have to like reset it again. I wonder if I can just set. I'm pretty sure it wouldn't let me set it as the same thing because as soon as one of them selected, it becomes unavailable for the others. So this is pretty cool music. I don't know if you guys can hear it. It's very quiet. Here's the grass maps. Grass maps! Grass maps! Look at that texture. Beautiful. Alright. That's too many rocks. And is it enough bushes? Too many bushes. Way too many bushes. So they were 0.005 before, I think. So, alright, let's make this 0.1. And perhaps just 0.1 for all of them. And then we'll have a good sort of sense of density. 'Cause obviously 1 is too much, so 1/10 of that. Gonna redo it for me? Yeah, it redid it for me. Still too many rocks. Not enough bushes. Alright. 0.5 and 0.01 for each of the rocks. In this game, you're able to pick up rocks and lob them at things. Not these boulders, but pretty much anything else. But now you have me thinking that you should be able to pick up the boulders. I do want you to be able to forage anywhere, and you can pick up pretty much anything. You can pick up chairs and like use them as a weapon. So now you have me thinking, like, should I be able to uproot a rock completely? I do have a stonemason, like, profession I plan to use, but I figured it would just be, like, picking at the rocks. But what if you're, like, you just you know, like picking at them with like a thing, and it would just be combined with mining. You know, you'd mine in order to either create stone masonry stuff or. But what if like there was just like you just could pick up rocks and then smash them, like Thor, like Ungar, mad, asking for a friend. And so if you could just pick them up, they could become like items. All right, I'm gonna make the note of this when I do mining and stuff like that. Very strong characters. Pick up. I can't type pick up. Boulders. Smash for stone mace. Unre or throw. I'm too warm. Suggestion. There you go, bro. That sounds very badass to me. I want to be in a game where you can do that. Because I have the perfect character for it. I don't know if you've seen the ogre. But that would be a perfect, like, thing to be able to do for them. Oops.
Welcome.
I'll show you an ogre real quick. They look like, kind of like Arnold meets Sylvester. For the male, at least. The female's a little more attractive. Thor mad. Me lob stone at you. Grrr, me lob stone. I wonder if this will work. Yes. Not that one. It's a little naked, but that would be awesome. It's perfect ambiance for this. Sylvester Stallone and just like some other random Sylvester. Sylvester the cat! Duh, don't you see it? Yeah, Sylvester Stallone meets Arnold. I mean, just like that type. Just like he looks like more like Conan. Really, he looks exactly like Arnold and Conan to me. I need more music like this in here. This is badass. This is Creative Commons. Like, that's what it says on YouTube, though. We can never trust a YouTube Creative Commons license.
You must choose a form.
You read that if you want, but anyway. Help me choose. Must study the art of war, the thrill of the hunt. Up close in the thick of it. Warg! Barbarian. Anyway, all well and good. So the hill type, yeah, this is pretty decent for foliage. Do you think it should have more? Because like it is just a lot of flat texture at this point. Whenever there's a hill like this, it's like, I mean, it's not just one texture at least. It's got the nice modeling going on there. Oh, I need to add that texturing thing. Let's do that real quick. Okay, let's just do that, whatever he's doing there. I know what he's doing there, I'm just, you know, I watched the thing. I watched the thing. I don't know where he plugs it in eventually. This would be for blending The alpha's on the height lerp, on the lerps here. World aligned blend. Possibly also this one doesn't matter as much. This is the one that really is being used a lot. This one's being used a bit too. Alright, so we'll just put it over here for now. I think I saw world aligned position. No, let me see, okay. Absolute world position. I'm gonna put this over on my other window so I can just cheat. Absolute world position, there we go. I love how it doesn't include the word when you're searching for it. Vertex normal world space. Yeah, we will mask. I always forget, because, oh yeah, component mask, that's what it's called. Alright, let me just see what he does here. Get to the end of it. Okay, he's doing RG and then divide by 2000. D? Hold D? No, yeah. Okay. That's probably that's this thing. Let's see, where was this mask B? So this would be XY that he's taking here. I don't know. I thought this was just going to go into the blend component mask. This one's just the Z axis, the height. M for multiply. Lulu Dallas multiply. And cliff blend, this is just a promote to parameter. Cliff blend multiply. Okay. And he has it set to 2. And this is going to subtract from here. So it's S? No. That's right click type subtract. Alright. This is gonna subtract. Wait, that way we need the texture sample. This is the important part here. Texture sample. And it's just a noise map. Some sort of landscapey noise map. He's probably using something like Perlin noise. Let me see if he selects the node at some point. Oh. He's using ice noise. Ooh, ice noise. Do I have an ice noise? I do have an ice noise. So I'm going to use his exact texture here. I have it 3 times. The kite demo, the snow project. Yeah, they use it a lot apparently. Let's use ice noise for that authentic Epic Games look and feel. It probably has some nice like landscapey, right? Like some fractal stuff going on there. That's probably a good one to use, like for good reason. I ain't gonna argue with perfection. I also do really think Epic has just really made 2 great moves lately. Not just the recent thing where they said, yeah, speak your mind with politics, but also when they said like devs speak your mind about your consumers. It's like, yeah, damn straight. Or whatever you want. Just, you know, supporting free speech. It's just like brilliant. Do whatever the fuck you want with your game store, man. I don't care. Well, there are certain things that are good and bad for industries. He's using a saturate here. And there's some comments about how different... Oh no, saturate was a cheap contrast. That's right. That's why he uses it. Okay. Power it first. Or what's he doing here? Power by cliff blend contrast. Okay, so how do I just type power? Yeah, that'll work. Well, this is gonna be how much it varies. Alright, cliff blend contrast. He's got it at 2. And so I guess let's preview this. Okay, it's looking like his so far. So far, so good. Oh, he does change it. Well, trying to use a slider there is no good. Let's see, so Lester, no other new comments. So basically what we're looking at here is instead of using an even line, we're gonna get this kind of pattern. And also, like, I have too much stuff open, so it's just like not gonna render that. Probably still not going to. Whatever. How am I running out of like memory in Unreal Engine so quickly? I have like so much memory. It just like doesn't organize what textures to render sometimes. I don't know. Because I want to see what that actually looks like. Not the pixelated version. Maybe if I leave the map. Be back a second. This is really awesome music. Really digging it. So please drop a comment if it's too loud, not loud enough, or same with my mic volume. I do tend not to talk too loud. Alright, now let's see this texture. Hmm. Do I have too much other crap open? Well, whatever, it's sort of seeing what I want here. Okay, so he takes that. That's basically your alpha, or I might have to turn the volume up on here.
Black value is going to be this. Now, I can also, I'm just going to get this blend material attributes node that we've got. I'm going to grab this and I'm going to say, hey, when it's white, you to be that. And when it's black, I want you to be that. By the way, a little thing that a lot of people don't seem to know is if you hold control and click on here, you can just grab the end of a pin and plug it into something else. Okay?
Even though they mention it in every stream.
Because quite often I see people disconnecting and going.
I wonder if this is the vertex normal world space thing with the XY thing.
That plugged in now. That'll do for the moment. I'm just gonna hit apply and we'll see how this works.
I'm might want to just basically take the texture sample and plug it into basically, because alright, let's say this guy that's here. So I want that to look like this, sort of.
In that case, with those, got that plugged.
So it's actually basically using that in the same place as that. Maybe I just plug it in and see how, just mess with the values. Just the way he's got it. Alright, compare that to this. We'll just switch it. Just use this instead of that. See what it looks like. Okay, is this... I did it on the tribe one, so we can compare. This was before. Kind of smooth blending where it does blend. And we'll go over here real quick. Why are there a bunch of spheres here? Okay. I don't remember seeing them there for some reason. Well, that is different. Okay, that's what it does. kind of cool. And it's definitely accomplishing the same idea. We just want to blend it more. And landscape, sculpt. Okay, so I actually want it to be not with that point in the function. I want to do it just on the cliffs, not on this part. This is for like gradual slopes of grass to hill. This is the cliffs. Let's do it for the cliffs instead. The cliffs to cliff rock. Basically, that's what that is. Control click. The mighty control click. So let's do that instead. Yeah. Some other Sylvester. Just a funny idea. I feel like what I gotta do is just blend this in on top of something else. Just blend this between something else entirely. Like, maybe in the landscapes themselves, like these guys, maybe they can get some random patterning. I don't know, I feel like it just becomes like a shape you just recognize too much. Maybe I need to scale this. I wonder if he had put any... Well, then there's the divide thing. This is like, that's for the slope. I don't know, to be honest, I don't think we need any of that. I'm already using this for height lerp for something else. But using a noise, I want to make this border just a little spicier. So I wonder if there's some way of, like, just... Let's just do a lerp. Look at that. He was using... Because this is an alpha. Let's preview that. Huh, okay. No, obviously. How about like a difference? It's an interesting thing. If we then subtract this. Ah, there you go. Yeah. Oh, Alright, so let's try that here. Sorry. Let's see how that looks. And maybe I'll just throw that texture sample difference and subtract onto the other one as well. Materials are really cool. I really like messing around with it. It's fun conceptual stuff, but I'm nowhere near the level of anything beyond like a few, you know, simple concepts. like doing actual. Okay, we got this over here. That's not what I wanted at all. What the hell? This is normal. I mean, this is fine by all accounts. I was just hoping to maybe get some. I mean, it already has like some nice randomness to the edges there. I just thought maybe some extra pizzazz would be good, but. This is probably fine as it is. Okay. We're not gonna do that. Let's do the other grass types. Sorry. So maybe the occasional. Whoa, random subscribe. Surprise. Outlaw is now following. Looks like it has come a long way since you last seen it. Joker Dan, you're here like every 3 days. But yeah, but yes it has. It's just the forests make a huge impact. Having proper forests in the game has been something I've like at least 2 or 3 years been like trying to really get that working nice, and shadows and performance and all that stuff. The octahedral thing, I mean, I basically had it all there 2 years ago, but it's just sort of more like tweaking and implementing. And the fact that you can like chop any of these down and it saves and loads them, that's just extra magic. I like how there's just this random patch of trees out here for no reason. I guess because it's between two landscape types. Yeah, once I actually properly do the landscapes, it's going to look pretty cool. But which of these should be on the cliff side here? Maybe an occasional fern? That doesn't make any sense. I guess no plants here. Just some rocks. 2 rock types. Okay, let's just knock these out real quick. You are pretty frequently. Maybe not every 3 days, but you often say the same thing too. Like, man, it's been a while. Maybe there's someone else with the name Joker, and they pop in every now and then Joker Dan only shows up every now and then. I mean, it's a possibility. There's probably a lot of people named Joker, and you think about it. So there's a bunch of different rock types. Oh, no, it doesn't. The dang thumbnails. Alright. Maybe an occasional hill bush. I don't know, because it's going to grow up sideways to the tree, to the hill. Yeah, exactly. You're going to get that a lot, I bet. Like, wow, I can't believe you changed your entire existence. Like, I remember in, like, middle school, someone called themselves Joker way before it was cool. Talking, like, in the 90s. Ground there. Not the ferns, though, on the cliff. That doesn't make sense. Just rocks. Yeah, no flowers. That one bush will be the exception so far. Oh, I forgot to adjust the frequency of them. This for 15 years. Well, did you ever interact with someone called Riptide or Rip Them Up or Ripping Co or Rip and Co on AOL in a wrestling role-playing game? Because if so, you and I had the strongest rivalry. That would be really cool. You could just say that it was you, and we can just roll with it. Wrestling RPG on AOL chat rooms. Man, we had free time and nothing cool on the internet. Who does that anymore? Do people still do like chat room like games? Yes, they do. I guess they have to, right? People out there who don't have a video card and they got a laptop and they're bored on the internet, they still exist. Probably aren't as many of them. Or maybe there are. When the internet was first starting, there weren't that many people there either. we got 4 types of rock here, and I put it at 0.01 on each of them. So that kind of makes sense. Only 2 of them here. Let's put on 0.02. But there's no... let's just put the same idea on each of them. There's a bunch of them. This is, yeah, grass only. Just put an extra 0 in there for each of these rock types. These all vertical ones, they might not fit in. Maybe I should take them out. I'm gonna like let it roll first. I'm gonna see how it goes. Okay, the other landscape. Some communities still exist in IRC. One I know of, there are people who just enjoy that imaginative interaction through text. I mean, that's what the kind of crowd I want to capture here. The people that just want to sit around in a room and like type emotes at each other. Speaking of which, like, what is it called? There was a free content recently of like animations. I don't know what it was called, but I'm pretty sure I added it to the project. I might not have actually added it to the project, but I have a bunch of more emotes to add. There's too much stuff here. Oh man, if I didn't get that, I'd be really upset. I'm pretty sure I got it. I just don't know what it's called. Scroll through all of these real quick and ignore the... I also have these... Do I have woodland scan assets in here? Yeah. So... this has got to be the one that it's very upsetting because you get these things. I'll use the trunks, but these logs... it's really upsetting. It does have a bottom. Does it have a bottom? Or did I make it double-sided? Yeah, it has a bottom. Okay. I have more log shapes. Have I used these? I feel like I have to add these in there now. Alright, somewhere along the line I had some log assets that don't have a bottom. This one, for example. Okay, so then I must have just assumed that some of those don't. Maybe some of these others don't. I'm getting so distracted. I want to look at the animations. Yeah. I have the skeletal horse. I can add that at some point. I had a toy skeletal horse at some point as a kid. As a very small child, I remember shoving something like that in my mouth and chewing on it. I don't know what it would be from what set. It'd be like play. No, what were they called? Playmobil. Had an interesting sets. All right, come on, animation sets. I have to check this out. Procedural nature effect. There's like so much. That's one of the ones that has. So I haven't added it to the project yet. You have no idea what you're talking about. Yo, my guy. What's up, 1xi? Oh, Zai. Is that you, Bren? 1xi. I'm trying to find this animation pack I downloaded recently just to like look at the animations real quick. Just because I'm in the middle of doing grass and you know how I work. But then I also saw that I have this procedural nature pack volume 1 that I have to add. Ah, cat. Jesus, some more trees. But I thought I would save it for special areas, you know? Like special trees. So I could fill the world with these things. Dude, check this out, man. Whee! And you can knock them all down. And it saves and loads. Little tiny baby trees. Giant trees. So yeah, I haven't even implemented that pack that we were just looking at. So that's a bunch of trees that I could add. A lot of them are fir. Maybe I could just add most of those to the one forest I have that doesn't have that many. And then here's another type of tree. Those are cool. I like those types of trees. I have some foliage. But yeah, most of these I could probably just add to that one forest just to spice it up a bit. It's kind of blah. Has a spline system, wow. Alright, so there's a lot of blueprint stuff there I have to look at. Yeah, like this forest of mine here is very samey. It's all the same tree, but that would fit in perfectly with the trees it has there. Usually what I'll do is just take out the meshes and just use the mesh in my own logic. But if it has some good spline-based systems for a river or something, I might use that and maybe replace the meshes with its spline system. I should just add it to the project real quick. I'll never get anything done. Let me just make a note of it. Alright. Oh, I did fix this. Okay, some more foliage. Right now I'm working on just making the hills have more natural grass types on it. As you see now, instead of there being grass on the hills as much, it's like a bush and some rocks occasionally. Where are the rocks at? Oh, here are the rocks. The rocks might have some sort of slope limit on them that's preventing them from actually... Oh, there's a rock. Maybe I need more frequent rocks. Imagine running all this way just to like hit a rock. But I thought, the thing with rocks, I was thinking of keeping them sparse, and they just like kind of last forever. You just like, you can just, you know where a rock is, you can go hit it. Or if like, you know, a cliff wall, like maybe I just treat this as rock right here, easily. No, because each layer has a fizz mat. So the layers I have are actually, I've improved the performance a lot by basically limiting the amount of landscape layers and then subdividing the layers by height and slope instead. So instead of 14 layers, one for each material, now it's like 5 layers with like a few materials in each layer. But that means each layer gets the fizz mat and, okay, let me look. It's open right here. Here's my layers. Just 5. Sandgrass, coastal, swamp, snow. So... yeah, I couldn't really... I might be able to get material name on a hit with something. Because I am thinking about doing mining soon too, so I've been studying how medieval smelting and stuff works, and like, you know, just kind of like what are the basics of it, what do you need? I was thinking of making this forest sparser. Anyway. Snow is nice, yeah. It has footsteps. Footsteps on snow sound really crunchy. It's very satisfying. No, I just really like it. Like, it's like the most realistic thing in the game so far, having snowy footsteps. Okay, to do what I was set to doing, or to do what I was distracting myself with. I want to add fireflies soon. I did tweak the way they look, so I basically just can drop them in, but that's part of world building, so they're held off. Just looking for those animations. Have I added multi-story dungeons here? Nope. Send you something so that for you to see what I'm working on. Let me know if you're input on it. Yeah. Throw it on Discord or something. I'll put it on my other monitor. So that's another pack I need to add here. Multi-story dungeons. Probably some Diablo 3 style looking stuff, but I'll just like see what I can get from it. Why do I have I probably got that for the sci-fi stuff. Modular cliffs. Like, I've added so many stuff from the free packs, I just haven't even added my project yet. I'm just like, I can't do that much. Like the interactive open world foliage I probably won't use. It looks kind of meh. Kind of cartoony, generic, and like I don't need the system. Idols and gestures, is that the one? 16 characters can be looped. No, these are, I already had weight shift. Maybe this is new. I thought there would be more of it. I thought I downloaded something that had like a bazillion recently. In the last free free pack. What the fuck is ice cool? When did I get this? What is it? Why? Generic NPC and impact? That's gotta be it. 69 mocap generic enemy. Yeah, that's the shit there. That's what I want to look at. We got some emotes, baby. Probably all very generic. But it's mocap. Okay, so. I did find it finally. Generic NPC and impact. I'll just make a note of it. I'm not gonna work with it right now. I just wanted to check it out. Maybe I'll look at the video. Probably even more stuff here. I'll do a proper go through all the library stuff when I'm actually adding content. Let's see if there's a video here. Yeah. I just want to see what I got. I got some crafting stuff. That's good. That's good. Hell yeah, for smithing. Or set. Dialogue stuff. That's useful. Playing guitar. Awesome. So I have a bard class now. What is this stuff? Shopkeep stuff? Okay. Throw animation. That's good. I have throwing weapons now. Shout, yell, cheer. I have cheer. Very important. Some good sneeze. Yeah, a lot of emotes I have to add here. That'll be like a day of work. It'll be really fun. And there's even more. Stretch 1, stretch 2, stretch 3, stretch 4, stretch 5, stretch 6. Or these are the same thing. No? They're slightly different. Oh my god. Maybe stretch does a random stretch. Damn. This is great. It's no longer free. Where's the Discord? I want to see what you're sending me. Thought I opened it. Come on, Discord. What the fuck? Oh, it must be... Here it is. Discord's crashed. Yeah, I see you sent me a message in the, oh, welcome to the Discord channel, Martsinkovica. Alright, let me see what you sent me. Ooh. Looks very... it doesn't really look like it doesn't look like the stylings of Star Wars, but it has like I like the bright windows and stuff. It has like I mean, if I just say the quality of Star Wars, you'll be like, yeah, whatever, you're bullshitting me. But you know, it has a feel. It has that like open sky sci-fi thing, and the red arrows are very video gamey. The up arrows. Very clear. I don't know, man. The ground looks really legit on the right. That's sick. Can I show that on the stream? Alright, here. Work. I don't know this song, I'm just joking. Sounds like a song I know. I basically had the notes in my head. Let's see, any of these plants belong on the cliffside? Reeds, flowers, scabious? No, that is not a cliffside type thing. Okay, 3 rock types. When I'm balancing trees and rocks and stuff, I'll go through and change the amounts of them. Yeah, I'm going for like library, he says. Lots of cool details and everything's this color kind of stands out from everything else. I like the way the blue blends in. But this, I guess, standing out is good in that sense. It's like it draws your attention. And I like how it's not just one color. Actually, it's like the orange, the purple, and stuff. I assume there's some sort of like transition on that. Okay, so this guy's done. Jungle grass. You got that jungle grass? It's actually, I'm gonna keep them called grass only, so I can remember my fumble in the future. No, it should be not grass at all. Everything but the grass. No ferns. A rock. Here's a rock. I would like to have like some sort of route or something. Maybe I should download that or install that one thing and see if there's any good routes that I could just add to all the hills or something. Arrows are animated glowing decals. It's just like 2 meshes. The glowing is what's up in Unreal Engine. It makes everything look really cool. My cat's like, no, you will not work. You will pet me in the face now. Or you just show him where the food is, and he's like, oh, food in my face. Meow. Jungle grass. That should be fine, I believe. Yeah, for just 3 types. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Ireland grass. I'm gonna keep it called Ireland in the files forever. People are like, what part of the game is Ireland? I didn't know that Ireland was in the game. It's not. There's a bush. But is it a hill bush? I don't think that's really a hill bush. And look at the freaking textures refusing to load just because I have a million textures open at once. Gosh. Gosh. Here's a great rock. Has some moss on it. Alright. Hills get the rocks. Not the grass. For the grass only files. Consistency! Consistency is key. What's up, Outlaw? Thanks for the sub. Much appreciated. Praxiaxed. Alright. And these should have... I am adding rocks to the hills. That's a lot of these. I guess it makes sense. If it makes sense in the grass part. Was that it? Tribestone 2. Bugger. Wait, what? I'm a little confused here. Okay, this has rock, yarrow, plains flower. What? Okay. Apparently I already had the idea going here. Small tree. I should just have the other rocks in there instead of flower. It's multiplayer. Server hosted, or you know what I mean, like not a dedicated server, but small servers, player hosted. More like Minecraft multiplayer, where you just like chill and live there and build a house and fight monsters and level up and do quests and stuff. I haven't played Minecraft in years, fair warning, so I don't know if that's actually an accurate statement. So many large volcanic rock types. Gotta have your variety though. Oh my god, it's killing me. Alright, the hills aren't gonna have these on them. Just not. Just not. Because they're pointy. No. Undo. It's got your kids Minecraft. Make sure they don't go online. What happened here? Okay. Oh, done with the hills. Land server, nice. Yeah, dude. Local multiplayer, that's perfect. And I don't know if I wish I had something as complex as Minecraft when I was a kid, because like I could barely get that far in like Mario. I think I beat one of the Mario games all by myself when I moved. And I was Super Nintendo. I think that one I played by myself and actually just like played through it. I had a great time. But that's still, it's like so simple compared to this stuff. Alright, shadows. Why are they so only close to the camera? That's the shit that I need to be like a far shadow distance or some shit. I wonder if it's a fog. If it's actually like a reduction in fog that creates it darker. Being darker there. Because then like sometimes, you see that now there's shadows in the distance. You get to a certain range. Wait, what? Okay. Whatever. Like some of them are casting shadows, some of them aren't. As the H-lods are in the distance or something. Some of them are just not getting mesh distance field or just aren't. Like the snow trees are good for shadows. Everything else looks really flat until you get up close. At least this just looks different when you get up close. It's like, okay, rendering. Or like that. At least it has a shadow. So what's up with those trees then? Kids are too smart now. Oh, just in general, all kids, yeah. I don't know, actually, I think if you try to get them to play Mario, they'd find it challenging. They'd realize that there's more manual dexterity involved and stuff, and certain, like, rhythms and speeds and stuff. That it's not just, like, I don't know, complexity. It's sort of like twitch reflexes, like first-person shooters and stuff. Old school Game Boy. Gave it to a 9-year-old to play. She looks at me and started scrolling the screen. Did it work? They both have cast shadow on there. It's kind of a mystery to me. I wonder which other trees are or are not casting shadows. Where's the other forest? All that is just the same crap, just generic placeholder. Let's see, where's my other forests? Do I have another forest type here? Oh, I guess not. Well, yeah, the swamp. Where's the swampy swamp? There were a bunch of them near the spawn area. Where'd they go? Oh, there we go. Okay. Shadows in the distance? Yes. They have shadows in the distance. But these do not. Okay, what are they? The other island. She gave it back to you and told you that Mario is too boring. Yeah. I never liked Game Boy much either, but no, I don't know. I can understand when you have the kind of like attention span, not attention getting stuff, like attention filling media that's available these days. Okay, so, well, they all kind of disappear from far enough, but there's something there, and then, yeah, when you get closer, it changes. Okay, so that one has the far shadows or whatever. Looks like all of these do, except for the foothills forest type. The sylvan trees. How about these? Whoa. Okay, these are actually kind of like too thick. These mesh distance fields, shadows, I guess. This game was legendary to you. Which one did you give her on Game Boy? Is that like Mario 2? What am I doing? Performance stuff? Right now, I'm trying to look at shadows. Like, look at these. These are too thick for this type. When you get closer, they're fine. The real problem is, like, I can tweak that later. The one problem that's really gonna bother me until I fix it is that both of these trees just don't seem to be casting any shadows at all. But not at all, just from the distance. When you get up close, they're nice and rich shadows. But the far shadows don't seem to be affecting just those tree types. The other ones seem to be fine. She looks at you like you're crazy and goes off to play Fortnite. Yeah. Now, if they just add a Mario-like thing to Fortnite, then they'd have to go play the original. When she's older, she'll understand. She'll play the classics. This is the billboard, the octahedral billboard. When you get close, it fucks up, but from far away, it looks like a pretty good 3D tree. It's like 8 images blending together based on which angle you're at, or something like that. Pretty cool, huh? Instead of a flat billboard, so that when you look at it from up here, it's good. Looks like a 3D object. I think from below it messes up, so I have to work on that. Sometimes, yeah. Sometimes you'll see like a fallen tree and be like, what's that? So, it doesn't work from every angle. But when I tried to set it to the version that's supposed to work from every angle, it didn't work at all, so. Anyway, I'm kind of trying to figure out why. Both of these trees aren't doing. Maybe the lighting channels? No, that's good. Distance field. not giving me any tooltip for that. Maybe it just needs to be checked on these, because like things are finicky. This is the tree I was having so much problem with earlier, so maybe. I have to look this up. I don't know, far shadow not working. Hey, Heavenly Kai. Wow, this is kind of a long way. I remember watching vids since 11th grade. That was 2 years ago. I watch your MMO streams too. Cool. I don't usually stream my game playing, but I'm starting to check out Daggerfall Unity. Yeah, this forest looks like muck because there's no shadows. I'm trying to get more like this, where it has some shadow at the distance, and then when you get close it blends into the detail shadow. But here it's just like flat, there's like no distance shadow. Then you get close and it's like, rah! So like, what? Why just these trees? Why not all the trees? You ended up not getting notifications anymore. Oh, you gotta hit the bell. I haven't streamed in like a month. I'm taking a little break. So I don't know if it might not be the far shadow is like like for landscapes, I think. Okay. You hit the bell, but I think that's happening is with YouTube because I changed things. It's always YouTube. It happens to me all the time. Like my subscriptions don't really come in on time. Or not even on time. They just don't even always come in. Still work on your. This is the MMO game. Yeah. That's what I'm working on. This is the same one. Just kind of change things around a bit. I got rid of the shape of the landscape. I'm redoing the landscape. Like the shape of the landscape is just placeholder. Just ignore that. I'm just like trying to fix the way things work. This is cool how this happened. A lot of this is procedural stuff. Yeah. The horse and the wagon and the swimming all work great. Item stacking and inventory. Lumber logging works really great now. Let me have you a quick play. And we'll see what the trees look like in-game from a distance. Oops. I didn't want to wave at Ayer. But I guess I did. I'm the wrong faction for him. Check this out. Oh, 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 say. Check this out. Day-night schedule for NPCs accessed by players. You became an official sugar daddy yesterday, what? Be careful with those ladies. So yeah, can possess NPCs. Let's run around as the NPC for a while, why not? Let's get a horse. I wonder if I just let the NPC be him. That NPC gonna walk around as a horse? I haven't even tried this yet. I mean, it should work, right? Once his day-night schedule hits the next thing for him to do something. I've adjusted the way the sun looks at night. Like, you see the horizon, it's doing that, like, Apocalypse Now thing. This looks so good, right? Anyway, you can see shadows for those trees in a sense. You know, there's always one girl you want. $5? I guess that's money worth. Nah, no comment. This is a PG channel, son. You're gonna have to tone it down. I don't think it's a PG channel. I forget what time I put in, or what his schedule is. I don't know how long we have to wait. But I really want to see him just start walking around on the horse. That would be excellent. I don't know if it'll work with the navigation system and the input and the stuff. I haven't tried. It's probably not. I forget what the button is for debug. I can just look at his schedule real quick. Oh. Huh. It's blank now. Oh, huh. What? Yeah, he probably... It looked like he didn't have a schedule when he was on the horse. Oh shit. Yeah, okay. Apparently the schedule doesn't work when you're on the horse. That's good to know. The schedule doesn't work at all when you're on the horse. The roaming might work. It's probably just a simple wire I need to connect somewhere. Discord. Oh, you joined. Okay, cool. Nice. It's called Is and Isn't. I think you're on there already. Is that what you're saying? You meant by, yeah, what's the Discord that you joined? It's called Is and Isn't. Alright, let's go to the Highland Crossings. Gotta have a badass hood. What does red and green together make? Probably something really gross. Kinda yellowish. Yeah, yellowish. Cool. Cool enough. Haha, okay. So, it's gonna be a few minutes for the sun to come up because of the day-night schedule. Ignore the floating castles, I just haven't, like I said, worked on the world much yet at all. Red and green are prime colors, so we'll be yellowish, yeah. Keeping it kinda yellowish. I'm not sure if I put the colors as like prime, like solid, or if I can put them at more like 0.5, 0.75, so they come through more like muddy until you get like better quality colors later on. Snow footsteps. That's what it's all about. Why do I feel like the snow here is just one thing? Oh, there's the rocks. Okay, so check this out. Well, first of all, let's illuminate this scene. Oh, I don't have my splitting axe. What do I do with the splitting axe? It's somewhere else. I need the splitting axe. Alright, we're gonna have to come back. I wonder if I can find this. It's gonna be really freaking hard to find shit. All these trees. Now that shit's gone. Shit's gone, I tell ya. Splitting axe. There we go. See if I can find them. I feel like this music is definitely looping. The same shit over and over again. I'm kinda getting close to done for the night anyway. I'll just chill. Let's see, I went up the hill. Let's look for that lantern. Ah, I think I see it. Yes. Alright. So I'll split a big log. Get some white bark pine logs. Oh, look at that! Those don't come together as neatly. I need to get a job as a game developer? Nah, I need to continue making this game. Pew. 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 So I'm gonna make it so that this process would be a lot faster if you used like a lumber mill saw, and you get more planks out of it total. But if you want to just like take those heavy logs, for example, takes those. If you want to take these, we should knock the tree down too. All right, there's one. If you want to just take the log, I'm going to put something called oversize items, so that when you try to go through a doorways are going to have something on it that blocks you from going through when you're carrying an oversized item. Just like you can't mount up on a horse inside a room. Don't climb the logs. You shouldn't be climbing on the logs anyway. I don't know why. I thought I put something in there to say like if it's an item, don't climb on it. But then I guess I did want it to be able to climb items just in case you put something big down and you want to climb on it. Anyway, you can climb this tree. Let's do that. Come on. A little difficulty here. Not a very good slope, this tree. Ah, did I get there? It should have tree be easier to climb than other stuff. Maybe that doesn't have the tree tag on this tree. Guess it's too far vertical. I feel like this one should work. Perhaps the collision model is too spherical, too large. Climbing is fun though, when it works. It's like Minecraft. Yeah, it's kind of the idea. Minecraft is kind of like these games. This is always a crowd pleaser. Let's see if find a steep hill. You ever played those skiing games? A lot of trees in the way to see what happened there, but it was fun. Oh, lots of trees. I definitely need to tone down these trees. These big ones are just obnoxious. Oh, hello, cow. Bull. What are you doing out here? Whee! If I go up the hill, let's see, will it work? You need to have cats. I know. I don't have a cat model. I know. I have a real cat. Alright, the hill is not steep enough to fall off, but you could fall off. And to cap it all off, we'll go swimming with the horse. Sort of. It's not really deep enough, but you can swim with the horse. I'm drifting right now. Alright, there's more work to be done. Not right now. I gotta figure out what's up with those shadows. I think I'm done for the night. I need to get some dinner. Lots of systems coming together. I also have the wooden cart wagon you can put your stuff in and bring it around. Later. Alright guys, take it easy. Thanks for chilling with me this evening. I'll be around.